Your music is often described sort of as new disco, maybe a little electronic. Do you have a way that you tend to describe the music you make?
Honestly, there's no real genre for my music, and that sometimes bothers me because I know that people love putting their music in categories and playlists, especially these days. So I feel like I'm just all over the place. I just love music. My parents are both musicians. It was something in my blood. I just do it anyways, and wherever it falls and lands, I'm happy with it. It's cool. I've done EDM, I've done R&B, I've done you name it.
Funk.
Yeah, and now it's new disco. It's like okay.
Who are some of the artists that you grew up listening to?
Wow. Um, Really an eclectic, different kinds of styles of artists. I would say Michael Jackson, Prince, Eminem, some hip hop stuff like, what are they called? Uh, Gosh, why am I drawing a blank on these rappers? NWA, some serious like hip hop
Run
stuff I used to listen to
DMC.
as well, which doesn't reflect in my music, of course. But yeah.
You have Only Tonight out tonight right now, and I'm curious, where did the idea for the song come from?
Only Tonight, well, the concept of Only Tonight for me was mainly, well, there's two meanings, there's always an underlying meaning with all my music, but the one that I'm trying to push out there is that, usually it's like tonight is the night. Like when this is the moment you should act on all your dreams and emotions and everything at this moment. Go for it. Don't leave it for another day. That's kind of the surface idea behind that. Now, the hidden idea, I'll leave it up to your interpretation, through the lyrics.
What is your songwriting process? Do you need to have music before lyrics find you?
I think so. Generally, I start off with something musical, sort of like the piano, and then so the bass line, everything sort of musical. Then I bring in the beat and the kick and the drum, the percussion. At that point, it gives me an idea of a melody, and from the melody idea, I sort of formulate the words and the concept.
So it
Generally.
sounds like you're very hands-on when it comes to the production side of the music too.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is what I've always been doing from day one. Africa was produced here, not in this studio, but in the Lone Wolf studios from A to Z. I conceptualized it, produced it, mixed it, and mastered it.
My goodness. How
Yeah.
do you sit there and craft your songs? Does it sort of like whisper in your ear, we need more 808 here, or we need, a little
Right.
guitar riff over here? How does it tend to work for you?
Yeah, I'm a bit obsessive. So when I work on music, I kind of listen to things a million times. People around me hate it, so I can listen to my song like 3,000 times before it's ready, and that's not
Sure.
always a good thing. It's a good thing in terms of like fine tuning some things, but you can overwork a song. We know this. It's called when you lose your like it's called demoitis when you work on a demo and you think that it's not good. You need to just keep working, 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 and then at some point you plateau and it starts to get worse and worse and worse, and you're like, okay, hold on, let me reverse. It happened with Michael Jackson with Billie Jean. It was the same thing. They did like 65 different versions, and they literally went with the second one. You know? Yeah,
With Only Tonight, does this mean it's a prelude to EP or a full album by chance?
absolutely. I mean, I'm working on tons of music. I'm excited to release. I would say, yeah, a full album actually by the end of the year or the fall at least, and it's going to be coinciding with a tour.
Oh, great. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to hear your behalf. What can fans then expect from a live Karl Wolf performance?
Oh my God. For those who've been fans for a long time, they know what's up. It's always a bunch of energy. We were just out in Dubai with Kid Leroy. I mean, we rocked the whole place. It was amazing. I love bringing the energy. So I surround myself, with my team who's full of energy as well on stage, at least. My manager's not so much energy. He's just chill because I need the yin and yang,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
I've got a lot of energy. He's chill. Someone needs to calm me down. But on stage, we're wild. But a bunch of new songs. I've got a big single dropping as well, end of May sometime. So that's kind of like a summer banger for me. I'm excited about it. It's called No Slowing Down.
All right.
And
Well,
actually that's what the album is called, No Slowing Down.
all right. Woo,
Yeah.
that sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, hyped for some new music from you, Carl.
Thank you.
You've collaborated with the likes of Akon, Juicy J, Snoop, and Nelly. Who are some artists you would love to work with in the future?
You know what? I've always wanted to work with Akon on a track we did recently. So I produced his remix for one of his songs. So I guess that's considered working together, because we worked together on it. But I would love for his vocal to be on one of my, songs. So like a feature. So we'll see what's going on with that. We're friends, so maybe we can make that happen. I love working with Cardinal Fischel. I mean, that's my brother. Like I hit him up on a couple of songs recently, and so we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll get another classic Karl Wolf and Cardinal
All
track going.
right, bring it,
Yeah,
bring it on.
yeah. I agree.
Will there be some US performances, or are you sticking to Canada these days and then you'll branch out a little bit more?
You know what? It's always a thing where we start off in Canada. That's my home. This is where we get the most love. And then Japan as well was, we sold 1 million records as a on Africa with Africa, of course, in Japan. Germany's a big market for us. You could see all these things on the back end of Spotify and those sort of things. So we know where our big territories are. America is still my biggest, paying, royalties. So that means we are
Hmm.
getting a lot of play in the US. We're not doing a lot of concerts in the US, which is we're going to probably have to change that at some point. You know what I mean? And that's just sort of my team deciding that. I don't think it's anything from the public side. I think we're just saying, let's we got a lot of shows in Canada, we got a lot of shows in Dubai and other places. But I think America is going to be the next level. We have to. That's like if you make it in New York, you make it everywhere, right?
That's what they say, right?
But these days, I'm telling you, if you make it in Canada, you make it everywhere. I'm telling you that because the Canadian invasion is everywhere right now, right? We got some of the biggest artists are Canadian. So,
What would you like to say to everyone who are fans and supporters of the incredible music that you do make?
um, just hang in there. I got some new music coming up, and I'm excited. Can't wait to tour and see you guys. It's so much fun. I haven't been on tour in a good like 2 years, maybe a year and a half. So it'll be fun to come back, especially with new music. So look forward to that.